Hey guys, my name is Sal Shakir, and my story is a little different than most. I am an immigrant from the Middle East, and if you know anything about the Middle East, you can only begin to imagine the struggles we went through. After immigrating to the United States, and plenty of personal and financial hardships later, I finally reached my version of the American dream. The vehicle that helped me reach my financial freedom was real estate. Now, I run multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses, and I like to help others. That's why I'm here. If I can do it, so can you. Believe me. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how.
Welcome back, guys. Today is day one of scaling your real estate operation, aka Hustler to CEO of the 14-day challenge. And this one, we're gonna be talking about how to make $500,000 and really reverse engineer that. And I can show you that very, very simple steps to do. And really, you can make a lot more money. You can make $1 million or $2 million. You can reverse engineer that anyway. But I'm just showing you $500,000 because that's a very achievable number in real estate, and you'll just see how. We don't really have to complicate things to make $500,000, especially in real estate, like I mentioned earlier. But there is two core components that you need to have in order to achieve that. Number one, you have to have your facts, your hard facts, your numbers to track that number, right? To track your $500,000. Number two is you need to have a team, individuals. As you scale, you can't do everything yourself. You have to start delegating. So you need to understand that. If you start a business, always think, how can I scale that? And most of the times you have to do it with team members and obviously systems in place and processes. So what are the facts that I'm talking about? Well, number one is, how many deals do I really need to make $500,000? All right, we're gonna be discussing that. What is the average deal size that I need to have to achieve that goal? Average, how many leads do I need? So you obviously need an amount of leads to convert to deals. And marketing channels. You need to know what marketing channel is going to bring you the best revenue. And what is my marketing budget? Now, there is a secondary growth factor, and this is how you get more granular. This is when you start hitting 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, and knowing the average size per marketing channel, because marketing channel now is not just one thing, it's multiple channels and which one is working, which one is not. That's how you start scaling. And second one, average deal size per market, because you can be in one market or 2, 3, 4 markets. That's how you scale. And when you're jumping to more than one market, you need to know which market is really meeting the formula that you set for yourself, or meeting the financial growth that you put for your company, right? So if it's not meeting that goal, so let's say you're in 3 different states or in 3 different markets, and 2 of them are working great, but the third one is not, then you start realizing, okay, I need to retract from that market, maybe keep those 2 if it's working great for your goal, or maybe find a third market that's actually gonna meet your financial growth that you're looking for. All right, I don't wanna focus on this too much now. We're gonna discuss that later, but I just want you to know that there is a growth factor here. Second thing is a team. Obviously, you need your closers, which is your acquisition team, the people that help you get those deals. Transaction coordination. A transaction coordinator is a person that actually takes the transaction from A to Z. So if the closer gets the contract, now the transaction coordinator's job is to facilitate that contract with the seller, with the title company, and then if you're selling it, with the disposition department as well, and the buyer. And the third one is your disposition individual. And the fourth one is the marketing admin, like we talked about earlier. But remember, the disposition, and if you start smaller, and you can achieve this with a very small team, or even by yourself and with a couple of marketing individuals. And what I mean by marketing individuals could be like virtual assistants from outside the country and whatnot. But really, you can do transaction and disposition all yourself. Or if you're starting really small, you can do all that. But if you're trying to scale to that number and more, you will need some kind of a team. That's what we're talking about. So now we're gonna be really digging deep and seeing what we really need to achieve that number. And I'm gonna give you a small formula. And if you follow it, you're really gonna achieve your financial goal if you follow every step of it.
Hey there, I hope you're enjoying this video as much as I am making it and the content that it contains. If you're just starting out, that is okay. I have a free book that you can download, and it'll give you the tools, the contract, the resources that you need to getting your first deal. And if you're not new in the business, you can always join my academy that has all kind of videos and accountability and courses that helps you to scale your operation. All right, guys, let's get back to the video.
So the goal is $500,000. We really need 4 deals of $48,000, equivalent to $48,000 a month to achieve that. And I'm being really conservative with $12,000 deal size. In today's era, today's market, you can make a lot more in real estate for 1 deal. But for this class sake, we're gonna do $12,000. You really need $48,000 times 12 to achieve more than $500,000, $576,000. So technically, I need 48 deals. That's a deal every week. And to be precise, actually a deal every 7.6 days. So now we have this number. Now we know we need 48 deals to achieve $500,000. And now we know the deal size, average deal size is $12,000. And like I mentioned, $12,000 is being very, very conservative. So if anything, this is working for you. Number two, how many leads, average leads to contract? And obviously it varies. Between each marketing channel, it varies. But for this class sake, we're gonna be talking about 65 average lead per deal. But if you're talking about PPC, pay-per-click is really between 8 and 15 leads to convert to one deal. Cold calling is usually between 30 and 50 leads to convert to one deal. And direct mail is between 30 and 40 leads. So it all really varies, but I'm going really high on this. I'm being very conservative on this. For the demonstration's sake, we're gonna say 65 average leads to a deal. So technically you will need 65 leads times 48. That is 3,120 leads. So now we got a few numbers to look for. Now we know how many deals we need to get to $500,000. Now we know how many leads we need to get to achieve that as well. So leads per day, your average leads per day is 8.5 leads per day. And the reason we're talking about average because you're not really going day by day. You may have a slow day, but you may have a really productive day the next day. Overall, you look over the week and the month. That's how you usually track your numbers. You can't just track day by day because you may have some bad days. You may have some bad just like if you're looking at big corporations, they don't just look at the month versus the last month. They look versus the last year, same month. So we need 8.5 leads a day, 4 deals per month, 48 deals per year, $35. So let's talk about a cost per lead. I'm rounding it up to $35 cost per lead. And this is really, I mean, I wouldn't say really conservative, but it's very realistic, especially if you're doing it throughout multiple marketing channels. It could be even 3 different marketing channels, and your average would probably be $35. So you will need, in order to get that, you will probably spend $109,000 that year to achieve your $576,000. So that would be $9,100 per month marketing cost. And this is really reverse engineering how you can make $500,000. And obviously you don't have to start with $9,100 a month of the start because there is a ramp up period, obviously, as you assemble your team and whatnot. But this is something nice to look for. Now you need to understand that, okay, I need to spend this much money, I need to have this many deals, and I need to have this many leads, and really is going to achieve what I'm looking for. So like we talked about, this is very basic components to understand where your business is at or where you want to take your business to. So really there is those few steps that you need to understand, or few points that you need to understand to achieve your financial growth or financial goal. Like I said, don't overcomplicate things. This is very easy. You can do a practice right now. It will be fun. Take a piece of paper or your tablet and put a financial number and see how that works out in your business operation. See how you can achieve that, how long it will take you to do that. All right, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and turn on your notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.